Agree or disagree?
Where did they put Hill?
8. They got Jalen Waddle at 12. DK at 14.
I think DK should be ahead of him, I think.
I would say DK's ahead of Waddle. Maybe not ahead of Hill, but he's definitely ahead of Waddle.
He might be ahead of Hill because Tua has to get the ball to Hill.
Yeah, but they have Drew Lock. I mean, I look at Drew Lock and say, like, he's comparable to Tua.
I know, but...
I was surprised that Jalen Waddle was that high.
Did you see those videos from Dolphins practice?
The fact that he couldn't hit Tyreek?
Yeah, he couldn't reach him.
Yeah. Tyreek's going to be like, fuck, man, I got to slow down. Tight ends, Kelsey, Andrews, Pitts, Kittle, Waller. Hawkinson went to 7, and Gronk not even in top 10. Kelsey is definitely the clear-cut one, in my opinion. Andrews, without Hollywood Brown, is definitely number 2. But I think it gets sticky from there. Pitts 3, Kittle 4, Waller 5. I would say Waller's still 3 because they got Marcus Mariota in Atlanta. I'd rather Derek Carr over him. George Kittle. I'm not a fan of
he's hurt.
Trey Lance. Yeah.
He's hurt.
Yeah, that too. Hawkinson at 7 to me was a surprise.
I think Gesicki's going to have a good year.
Yep.
For the Dolphins.
I think people will sleep on Jonnu Smith in New England. I think he'll have a pretty strong bounce back year. I mean, if you think of the Pats wide receivers, they're all B players. There's just no good A's. Bruins are back in action. Need to score quick here. Oh boy. And we blew it. NBA news, Celtics. Did you guys watch the Celtics game yesterday?
I did. That was another wild game.
Such a great game. Like, I don't care how the season ends, or I do care, but I don't care how the series ends. It's been like a really good series.
I think it's probably one of the best series so far in the playoffs.
100%. Giannis is still getting over 21 points alone in the paint. But what's been you guys' favorite things about this series other than all the bloodshed and the refs being super inconsistent?
It's just been been like a battle right to the end.
Yeah.
I mean, a couple of games could have went either way. I mean, Game 5 could have went either way, and I don't know how the Celtics ended up losing Game 5, but, I mean, they did.
Yep.
I don't know, it's just like, yeah, sometimes it's been all back and forth. End of the games, just don't know who's going to win it.
Yeah, I agree. The series should be over. We should have easily won. Like, Marcus Smart had that rebound, and then Jaylen Brown just came in from nowhere and knocked off his balance.
Like I said, I just don't understand how they lost Game 5. They were winning. It's just, I don't know how they blew that game.
Offensive rebounds. Even last night as I was watching it, like, there's so many hustle plays where Milwaukee wants it more, and the Celtics just apparently don't want it. I think we had a goal here, by the way, fellas, and I think, like, I mean, look at all those people just, like, blocking. If that's the case, just have everybody in a fucking crease.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn. All right.
Jesus.
That was like a knee right to the head almost.
Put him on a fucking power play. Carolina's been getting all the calls today. Grizzlies get knocked out by the Warriors last night. Dylan Brooks sent a message to the Warriors saying, "You're getting old and we're coming for you." Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think the Grizzlies are for real?
No.
I don't either. I think they've had a great season, a solid run. But the Warriors were not at full strength all year. Like, Warriors are the much better team. Jordan Poole is a stud. Guy's balling.
I think the Warriors are going to be the team to beat in the Western Conference.
I agree. I think
if they face the Suns or the Mavericks, I think they're going.
I think they'll play the Suns, and I think they beat the Suns. That's my prediction. I had the Celtics. I had the Warriors beating the Celtics in the NBA Finals. I'm losing confidence right now in the Celtics, but just like I'm losing confidence in the Bruins here. But, we'll see what happens.
But even if the Celtics win, they're going to have a tough matchup against the Heat.
Yeah, I definitely don't disagree, but I don't think the Heat have someone like Giannis. Like they have Bam, sure, but like Bam's no Giannis. He's not going to power us.
No, but I think Tyler Hero, he's
a great shooter. Jimmy Butler is probably their best, obviously their best player. Like, he's a winner. Like, he's someone that I fear, but like not. We can't stop Giannis. We've not stopped him at all.
Well, you can't stop the guy. He's just impossible to stop.
Agreed. But I do think everybody on the Heat is stoppable. So.
Giannis is unstoppable. You just have to call him for traveling all the time.
Oh my God. He travels all the frickin' time. The fact that he did that.
Like the announcers call it a Euro step. I'm like, that's not a Euro step.
It's not even close to a Euro step. And he does his spin move and he still takes an extra 5 steps. Yeah, that's what I mean by like the officiating is so inconsistent and that drives me nuts. Because especially as like a basketball coach, I have to teach my kids the right way to play the game. And then they get to higher levels and it's like, oh, traveling's no longer a thing. So I wish the NBA was a little bit more consistent. 76ers losing to Miami. What do you guys think there? James Harden continued to struggle. Are you guys giving up on James Harden? You think his like career is pretty much on the back nine?
Yeah, especially when he complained that he didn't get the ball.
I think it's a system. I don't know who thought it would be a good idea for him to fit into that system.
He's been sucking the last couple of years, ever since he left Houston.
Yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, honestly, if he wanted to come to Boston, I would take it.
For who?
Well, I would just take him. I wouldn't give up anyone for him. Peyton Pritchard, I'd give up for him.
They would have to do somebody out for him.
I'm not.
Be able to afford him.
I know. I'm just. Listen, man. If he wants to come on a cheap deal and play, win a title, I wouldn't give up Jaylen Brown for James Harden.
Yeah, but they would have to give up somebody to afford Harden.
I'll give up Daniel Tice, who's got a hefty contract. I'll give up him.
Yeah, it's come over $45 million, man. So go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. Brown, you have to give up Brown.
You're not giving up Brown. Get that out of your head.
Tatum.
You're not giving up either one of them, and you're not giving up Marcus Smart. Everybody else is for sale.
To afford,
you're not going to be able to make him $45 million.
Get rid of fucking Al Horford's big ass contract. I love Al. Don't get me wrong. Like, he's balling. He's looking like he's 21, but like, get rid of his fat ass contract and fucking bring in Harden. You know, like fuck. I know they won't do it. Want to know why they won't do it? Because I want to see it. Oh, that's a trip. We're about to go to the fucking penalty box. All right, 76ers losing to Miami. Were you guys surprised?
No.
Me neither. Sun.
Missed a couple games too.
Yeah. I think he missed what, first two?
Yeah,
a couple
first two.
Yeah. What you guys just take on Suns Mavs? Who wins?
I think the Mavs are going to take it.
Really?
I think so. They got the momentum.
Chris Paul's been struggling. He hasn't broken.
The momentum. Dallas. I mean, I think they could upset them.
Who gives the Warriors the better matchup?
I think Dallas.
I think Phoenix.
Yeah, Suns.
You think so?
I think they're deeper.
But I don't know if they're legit though. The Suns. I don't know.
Last year's best team in basketball. This year's best team in basketball. You don't think they're legit?
Yeah, but what do they do in the playoffs if they're not winning titles? So what? If you're the best record,
they went to the
finals
ship last year. Okay, first year there. Give the guy a break. I think the Suns come out. I think the Suns win it. 21 people in Milwaukee were shot last night. So the Bucks canceled their Game 7 watch, which is good because watching ESPN flip over to Milwaukee to show their fans get all crazy is not something I want to see tomorrow night. Nike unlikely to renew Kyrie's shoe deal. They're worried about his commitment. Shocker there. Anyone shocked?
No.
Kyrie, it's over. Move on. 1 year deal is coming Kyrie's way.
Maybe Kyrie's coming to Boston.
Yeah. We would not welcome him. Fuck Kyrie.
And then they'll sign him and it'll be like, yeah, Kyrie.
Yeah. You'd see my Facebook stats like, we got fucking Kyrie for peanuts. Let's go. All right, let's talk baseball. Don, I know you're super excited. Yankees on a 5-game winning streak, currently the best team in baseball. 3 out of the top 5 leaders are in the home run column. Garrett Cole, also a top leader in strikeouts. So you must be pretty amped about where the Yankees are headed. Is it sustainable success?
Yes. I told you it's going to be a Subway Series right before the show. Subway Series. The Yankees Mets World Series, I'm calling it.
And do you think your pitching is going to be able to hold up behind Cole?
I think so.
We'll see, man, because right now you have to hit dingers to win it. What do you think, Big Mike? Yankees? Team to beat in baseball? Is it sustainable?
I don't think they're going to win the World Series.
I don't think they go to the World Series either.
No.
I think maybe you end up with one of the best records in baseball, but you're going to get bounced probably in the ALCS.
So you guys were down the Yankees before the season.
Yeah, I told you I like the Blue Jays. I thought
where are they?
They're not terrible.
They're like in third place.
Okay, this again not terrible. The Rays are going to be there. The Astros are having a good year again. Mets look like to be contenders without Jake DeGrom. They're 22-12. So, like, imagine if Jake DeGrom's there. That's 2 more wins, right? They're probably more like 24-10. That's a good team.
That's what I'm saying. Yankees Mets World Series.
We'll see, man. Mets win.
You
paused. You paused. So he paused.
I wouldn't count out. I don't know, man. I wouldn't count out the Dodgers.
I wouldn't count out the Giants. The Giants are on a 7-game winning streak right now. They're playing hot. Atlanta is slumping. They look like shit. Oakland looks like shit. Minnesota's doing pretty decent. I think
would have
that
thought, freaking Gary Sanchez, he leaves the Yankees and he freaking turns into a freaking decent player.
Where's he at? Minnesota? Yeah.
He gets traded for Donaldson.
Fucker. How's he doing?
He's doing pretty good.
Is he?
Yeah, he has more home runs than the Yankees catchers.
Yeah. Trevino?
Mr. Trevino.
Yeah.
Or he gets you gotta get wet.
Yeah.
Well, we just need him for defense. We don't care about power. We have Judge and Steve.
Are you sure? Because you were all about power when we first started this conversation. You were like, this guy's got 7 home runs. He's gonna do big things. We're never gonna let that go.
He's still got 100. What?
He's probably got like 100, like
30 games left.
Yeah, but he's probably got like a 138 batting average with like 2 RBIs, 6 hits. He's probably 6 for 56.
Who, Trevino?
Yeah.
Or Chicago?
No, Trevino. We got to look up Trevino stats every show. While he's doing that, Detroit, who was an off-season free agent winner, currently sitting in last place, one of the worst teams in baseball.
What do you think?
What's his stats?
Jose Trevino, 20 games, 45 at-bats. He's batting $178 with 3 RBIs.
I was very close. I said $138 with 2 RBIs. Geez, 20 games. That's too much. So, baseball is still in full swing. Red Sox obviously struggling. That must make you extremely happy.
Yes.
12 games out of first place.
They said they can't hit.
They can't do anything.
They start hitting. It's terrible.
It's honestly pathetic baseball watching them. I don't know what we're gonna do, but we need to do something fast, or we need to punt on this season.
What do you think of Cano going to the Padres, leaving the Mets?
I don't think. I mean, he wasn't doing. It wasn't like he was tearing the socks off in the Mets. Even last year, he wasn't like crushing it for us. So,
do you think he'll do well in San Diego?
I think anytime you're outside of New York, outside that market, you'll probably do better. I really think New York's a very hard place to play, and I think it's got like this mental lock on players that go there. And I think Boston's the same way. I think when you go to like play for the Red Sox, like, it's a very tough place to play because you're going to hear it from the fans.
Those are the only 2 catchers you got.
Yeah.
Because
no, we got that Ben.
Chris Trevino had 45 at bats at a 178 batting average.
No, we have a third catcher, but he's hurt.
And Higashioka, he only has 53 at bats, and he's batting 170.
Yeah, but we have
none of them have a home run.
We have what's his name? Ben. Search with a Z. I can't pronounce his last name. But he got hurt. He had a blink injury.
Either way, I mean, they're a lot better than. They're obviously doing really good, and I hate to say that as a Red Sox fan because I really hate the Yankees.
Tearing it apart. 12 home runs.
And I really hate Aaron Boone.
He's tearing it apart because he's a free agent in the year.
Yeah, facts. And what's going to happen is you're going to offer him $30 million again, and he's going to spit between the gap in his teeth. So what other baseball news you guys got? Anything else on the baseball front? As we continue to watch the Bruins season wind down.
Bauer has his hearing the 23rd.
Yeah, but he's for the suspension appeal.
Yeah.
They'll probably turn it into maybe a 1 year.
Or time served.
Right. Yeah, give him time served. Jesus Christ. I was sick of getting the ESPN alert that said Trevor Bauer is still on extended leave, and they extend it. All right, well, let's talk hockey. So Bruins currently in Game 7, down 3-1.